Hi everyone, and welcome to the Adoptables. I'm Marianne Firth from the St. Catharines Standard, and we're here in our studio in downtown St. Catharines, where we've got some very special guests waiting to meet our viewers. But first, a quick update on last week's episode, which featured animals from the Welland and District Humane Society. I'm pleased to report that Blade, the heartworm-positive black lab, has found a foster home to carry out the remainder of his treatment, whereas Joey, the Cocker Spaniel, is still looking for a home to call his own. So if you are interested and think he may be a good fit for your home, please call the Welland and District Humane Society or watch last week's episode for more information. Today, I'm pleased to welcome Jen Wanless from the Niagara Falls Humane Society, who's brought along some special guests. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
There we go.
So we've got a special little guy here. Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, this is Lucky. Well, he's not so lucky. Unfortunately, early in his life, his leg was shot off. We don't know the exact history of what happened, but he's a rescue from down south. He's been with us for a couple weeks now. He is a senior. He's about 9 years old. So right now he's got a special adoption fee on him.
Oh, great.
Yes, just to try to get him a home.
So there's a reduced cost for him?
There is. A lot of seniors get overlooked, so we try to find them homes because they still deserve homes too. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So obviously, Lucky has 3 legs, but Lucky seems to get along quite fine without that extra appendage.
He runs in our compound with no problem. He goes up and down the stairs, no problem, no issues.
Yeah, so this is something that's completely healed. And
yes, and he's great with other dogs too as well. So.
Now, what kind of dog is he?
He's a Jack Russell mix. He's a little larger size, but not sure what he's mixed with, but more Jack Russell.
Great. And are there any requirements for the home where he'll be going?
No, I'm pretty sure he just like a nice settled home where he can live out the rest of his life.
Yeah, somewhere nice and comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know roughly how long he's been at the shelter now?
With us, just a few years. Not sure in the States though.
Yeah. Great. All right, that's perfect. Well, thank you for bringing Lucky along, Jen. He's absolutely adorable. I'm sure he won't be there very long.
Yeah. All right.
So next up, we're welcoming Shannon Wood from the Niagara Falls Humane Society, who has another pup for us to meet. Shannon, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us here.
So before we get to this beautiful little girl, I understand that you guys have an event coming up at the shelter. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, of course. We are very excited that this Friday we're having our dinner auction. There are still a few tickets available for that, and it's happening at the Americana. And some of our prizes include behind the scenes at Greg Fruman's Theater, hotel stays, as well as a gift card for the Fallsview Casino Resort.
Fantastic. If somebody wants to get tickets, do they just call the shelter?
They can call the shelter, and tickets are $25 each, or a table of 8 for $160.
Perfect. So if you're interested in supporting the worthy cause, get out there, buy your tickets. Hopefully we get a sold-out show for you.
Yes, that is right.
So tell us a little bit about this little girl.
So this is Hopper. Hopper is one of our dogs that came from a rescue down south. She's a super sweet girl. She's about 8 years old, so on the senior side of dogs.
She just looks like a baby.
I know. So she's a special dog. She does embrace her name Hopper. Just on the way here when I was trying to take her down the hallway at the shelter, she stopped with every single person that was there and jumped up and wanted all the attention. Yeah. So.
Does she have any special requirements for the home where she'll be going?
No, she does get along with dogs fairly well. She was a little bit noisy in the car, but that's understandable. So, new car ride for her experience.
Yeah, for sure. So it seems like she's very relaxed. You know,
she is.
Gets excited when she sees people, but she can calm down and.
Most definitely, yeah. And she is another one of our senior dogs, so she does have a reduced fee, just like Lucky does.
Fantastic. Does that go for all the senior dogs at the shelter currently?
For the most part.
Yeah.
I know some of our older dogs, we did have to do a lot of dentistry work on some of them, so we aren't able to do it at the reduced fee because we've done most of the work for the adopter.
Understandably so. No, that's great. Well, if you are interested in either of the senior dogs that we featured on today's show, please call the Niagara Falls Humane Society at 905-356-4404. We'll also be putting up contact information for other humane societies in the area, so if you're thinking about adding a pet to your family, please consider adopting. As always, if you like what we're doing here on the Adoptables, please share our show online with your friends and family to help promote adoption in Niagara. I'd like to thank the Niagara Falls Humane Society for joining us today. I'm Marianne Firth, and we'll see you next week. Oh.